such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches.
The NBA is in complete turmoil. Mid-game arrests, stunned crowds, and multiple players being taken away in handcuffs have thrown the league into an unprecedented crisis. Nothing in NBA history comes close to the chaos unfolding right now. What began as quiet rumors of hidden wagers and backroom deals has erupted into a massive federal takedown. This is the largest gambling scandal the NBA has ever faced, and we're about to break down exactly how it exploded. On October 23, 2025, just 2 days after the NBA season tipped off, federal agents stormed into action as the league and its fans were still buzzing from Victor Wembanyama's electrifying 40-point season opener. The NBA appeared to be entering a thrilling new year. Then, before sunrise, all of that optimism shattered in an instant. In a coordinated sweep that felt like something out of a military operation, law enforcement teams hit locations in 11 different states, from one coast to the other, targeting apartments, houses, and hotel rooms. Their mission wasn't to meet players or collect memorabilia. They were there to arrest more than 30 people in what prosecutors are calling the biggest corruption scandal since the 2007 Tim Donaghy referee betting case. Those taken into custody included a current NBA head coach, an active player with all-star level impact, and a former league veteran connected to major stars such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier, all of whom were detained in the sweep. What many fans don't realize is that this entire operation uncovered a massive illegal gambling and sports rigging ring that spanned several years. To understand the full scope of it, picture this: FBI Director Kash Patel himself stepping up to a podium to hold a press conference. That almost never happens unless the situation is enormous. This wasn't a case of a few people making irresponsible wagers. Investigators say this was a structured, highly coordinated criminal network with deep connections, so deep that its influence reached into 4 of New York's most notorious mafia organizations, the Gambino, Genovese, Bonanno, and Lucchese families. Even the names of the investigations sounded like Hollywood thrillers. The sports betting branch was codenamed Operation Nothing But Bet, while the poker rigging component was called Operation Royal Flush. When the indictments were unsealed, the entire sports world let out a collective gasp. So let's break down exactly who got caught in this gigantic sting. The first name at the center of the scandal is Terry Rozier, a 31-year-old guard currently with the Miami Heat. Over the course of his career, he has earned close to $150 million, an amount that should have placed him far above financial temptation. Yet prosecutors allege he shared confidential details about his injury status and playing time, effectively tipping off his associates about when he planned to exit games early. The specificity of these accusations is alarming. In at least 3 separate games, including one in February 2023, Rozier reportedly told co-conspirators he would leave early, allowing bettors to unload massive wagers on his player performance unders. In simple terms, they were placing bets that he would score fewer points, grab fewer rebounds, and record fewer assists than what sportsbooks predicted. If Rozier already knew he would check out after 9 minutes, those bets were essentially guaranteed wins. One example described in court documents occurred on March 23, 2023 in Charlotte. At that time, Rozier played for the Hornets, and according to federal prosecutors, he gave advance notice that he would exit the game with a supposed injury. That information allegedly triggered more than $200,000 worth of wagers placed on his unders. When the bets cashed, investigators say the profits were taken directly to Rozier's home, where the group counted stacks of money like a scene straight out of a mafia movie. The sheer boldness is shocking. Here's an NBA player making more than $26 million a year, allegedly jeopardizing everything: his livelihood, reputation, and family stability, for a slice of betting proceeds worth a fraction of his salary. Rozier wasn't arrested quietly at home either. The FBI detained him in Orlando during the Heat's season opener against the Magic. Picture yourself as a Miami Heat fan at that game, full of excitement, wearing your jersey, ready to celebrate the start of a new season, only to learn a key player was escorted away in handcuffs. For any franchise, that's a nightmare scenario. But as stunning as Rozier's involvement is, he isn't the biggest figure swept up in this scandal. That distinction belongs to Chauncey Billups, a towering name in the basketball world. Billups is a Hall of Famer, the 2004 NBA Finals MVP, a 5-time All-Star, and the current head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers. His reputation has long been one of respect and leadership, a model figure in the sport. Yet despite that status, he was arrested at his Portland residence the morning after coaching the Trail Blazers in their season opener, a 118-114 loss to the Timberwolves. Billups, however, was not charged in connection with sports betting like Rozier. His alleged involvement centers on the poker rigging scheme. Prosecutors claim he functioned as what's known as a face card, a recognizable public figure used to entice wealthy players, often referred to as fish, into high-stakes poker games that were being manipulated at every level. Billups and Damon Jones were allegedly part of the celebrity draw designed to lure victims into games that they had no chance of winning. Those victims had no idea that nearly everyone else at the table, from the dealer to the supposed players, was working together. According to prosecutors, Billups knowingly participated in games that were engineered from the ground up to take advantage of unsuspecting participants. These weren't casual poker nights. They were elaborate scams designed to drain wealthy players of as much money as possible. That brings us to the third major NBA figure, Damon "Mookie" Jones. Jones is the only individual named in both indictments. He's an 11-year NBA veteran who played for franchises like the Cavaliers and Heat and later served as an assistant coach. What makes his case especially explosive is the claim that he provided insider information about some of the league's biggest stars. Court documents say he supplied details about Player 3 and another major Lakers player regarding their availability before at least two 2023 games. Multiple outlets have reported that Player 3 is believed to be LeBron James, though prosecutors have not officially confirmed this. One cited incident involves a February 9, 2023 matchup between the Lakers and Bucks. A star unexpectedly sat out the game, and investigators say large wagers were placed based on advanced knowledge of that absence. Former general manager and longtime front office executive Bobby Marks put it bluntly, this may only be the beginning. Once individuals are arrested and realize what they're facing, he said, they often cooperate, and could reveal far more information. This is what makes the Damon Jones situation particularly troubling for the NBA. Prosecutors portray him as a central connector linking NBA sources, professional gamblers, and organized crime. Jones reportedly lost millions through gambling addiction after retiring, leaving him vulnerable to manipulation from people eager to exploit his desperation.